guys, it's Wahima, but just call me Wah. Melanated! I'm here with my friend Chris Farah, and we are going to give you guys a review of
50 Shades of Grey Part 2.
50 Shades Darker
is what it's called.
So, in case you wanted a review on that, in case you were like, oh my god, I wonder...
week late. Maybe...
I wonder what they think about the movie.
Yeah.
I want to say the good stuff. What would you say was the good stuff for me was the sex things were good.
Okay, the good stuff for me is that if you are a lady that craves a strong, dominant, masculine force in this generation, missing that amongst the general clientele, you know what I'm saying?
Of weak-ass men.
To each their own and God bless.
Where the fuck are all the goddamn men who make decisions and, pay for shit?
This movie's great. Okay, listen, I'm not going to condone it. Very controlling behavior, but it's God, at least he knows what he wants, and then, at least you're just going to Snapchat while we're filming.
Yeah. So it was good, as in
the clothes were good.
Seattle was beautiful in this picture. That is it. And what was bad were everything that wasn't the sex.
All of it.
It was it doesn't transfer into a movie. I could take it in the book. The suspension of disbelief that you have to have in order to read the book, I can take it. You're in Anastasia's head, so you know everything of what she's feeling, and so you get her. But then when you watch the movie, you're just he is controlling. The movie does a really good job of showing how controlling he is, and I didn't get that from the book. From the book, I was like, do whatever you want. I'll do whatever you want, Christian. But as watching this, I was like, oh, it's a little weird that he does know her bank account. It is weird.
Here's the thing about it. It'd be weird if he knew her bank account and was like, I took out some money. But, if he knows her bank account and he's just putting in thousands, okay.
His character fills a void, and I think most of our lives do. Maybe you're from an area where all the men are strong and successful
we need to come
and
to your
ambitious,
area.
and they all are relatively good looking, and they want to sweep a woman off their feet, and they know things. But I, unfortunately, date men who, don't know things and, want me to, date myself through them. Anna, I hated all of her styling, but
oh, did you? I feel like I like that little I feel like she was a little French girl, with those French bangs and that bold lip sometimes, and just easy breezy hair and kind of classic chic. I don't know.
You know what's funny is that we have very different ideas of France. When she thinks French, she thinks of ooh la la. I think of ooh pu.
So I did like her clothes, and I mean they dressed him very well or whatever. But there were so many parts of this movie that made not one lick of sense. They didn't even try. The actual series is bananas. Look her up. It's just all started as being
Twilight fanfiction.
I mean, it's so crazy that this even exists, and so much of it was sold. Anyway.
If I were to see a guy like Christian in real life, there's no way that I would be oh yeah, I want to fuck him. I would never,
because he's probably a little shorter.
Yeah, he's probably a little shorter in real life, and he's also probably kind of douchey in a way that's unforgivable.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the juxtaposition to when you know a guy like Christian Grey, and you don't. I mean, because realistically, there's no 28-year-old. I mean, if there is, there's one
billionaire.
There's
hot ass billionaire from a crack mom.
Yeah, it's just so impossible. If he were 35, I would be just a little bit more on it. He can't. If this were real life, he can't. Christian Grey would never be a good lover, and his penis would be so small, and we would all have to deal with it. Yeah, I mean, there's so many hot parts in this movie. I feel like the sex was just enough to be in public.
This is where we disagree.
Yeah, it was just enough sex to make me be in public anymore, and I would have been I can't do this. Too much public. Stop it.
Was so vanilla, it needed to get a way hotter for me. There is enough at least sexual moments that you think something's gonna super sexy happen or whatever, and I want them to do crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I told you yesterday what I thought happened in the first one. I was like, why? In the first one, there's a scene where he nope. Not that I wanted that to happen in this one, but see, I want them to, take it up a notch. You know what I'm saying? I don't get embarrassed in public. I wanted more sex, and I wanted to be dirtier. You know how they did that in the first one? They, teased to the D, D, E. You know what I'm saying? But, I would have loved them to, commit to the D.
I honestly feel their contracts changed. I feel in the first movie, their contracts were the same with nudity, and I feel in this movie...
She's so naked the whole, tit.
Yeah, I feel in this movie, her people didn't negotiate for her to be covered up more, and his people negotiated for him to be covered up more. Because they didn't give us nearly as much as Christian Grey body as they did the first time.
Not at all.
There were 3 villains, and it's like, how many villains does a movie need?
And
One.
all of them comically big.
Yeah. Like, all of them, like, extra. Just
thirsty.
just the most extra villains ever.
Yeah.
And they don't know each other. So it's not like they're 3 villains working together. They're 3 villains with 3 separate issues with either both of them, one of them, or the other.
God, why can't I talk? I mean, who knows? I think his eyelashes are making me like, whatever. Anyway, so, cut this out. So,
There was this time that happened where we laughed and like no one was laughing. And I
We
feel
laughed
like-
at so many different. There were so many times where I like literally just said out loud to her, "Why is she? What is happening?
We're like,
What is happening?" Like that's what's
and no one's like,
no one else is doing this.
so Pete. They're like, no. Okay.
Yeah, we're just like the assholes.
The craziest part though, what we have to get to, like this is the part that's like so bananas that like it still to say we're like,
B.A.
what happened? Which
N.A.
was this.
N.A.S.
Christian Grey just suddenly is like, for no apparent reason, out of the blue, like, I gotta go to a meeting. I gotta take the helicopter to a meeting, and she's like, okay, bye.
So he goes down right in the chopper, and then the next thing is like cut to Anna and his family in his apartment. And they're all crying and they're all worried, and like she's like, we haven't had enough time together. And then his mother, who has known Christian since he was 3 years old,
Saved him from the crack whore. Mom.
brings in a cup of tea and hands it to Anna, and it's just like,
Are
it'll be
you
okay
though?
It'll be okay. And Anna's like, "Eh." And
Well,
the only
her
thing
son,
you're thinking is
in
the entire
peril.
time is like, why isn't Anna the one up in the kitchen making tea?
Comforting that mom.
And then the whole entire movie, the family is constantly telling Anna how much they love her and how much she's happy that you came back to the family and how like happy they are that she's around because he's a better person now.
Then it's cut into the news anchor, like on the TV, like, billionaire 27-year-old Christian Grey, helicopter has gone down, and everyone's like freaking out about it. And then suddenly the newscaster is like, breaking news, they have been found. And not nary one breath later, like it was like, they have been found. Open the door, he's right there.
His family turns, runs to him, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? What he says to his family.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
After this fool has been missing for hours, he's wondering what his family's doing there. They're all so concerned. They're all around him. It's like this scene of like hands, and all he can do is stare at Anna. And then finally he's like, let me get to my girl. Let me get to my girl. And then like,
I miss you.
and then the family leaves.
Bye.
I'm like, Christian is so rude to his family, it doesn't even make any sense. In the book, it's palatable. Like, for whatever reason, I get it when I'm reading it. But when I'm watching the movie and I see real people behaving this way, I think to myself, oh, this shit is fake as fuck, or these people have no feelings. If I were Christian's mom, I would have spent the night.
Oh my god. I'd
You
be
would-
like, baby, you aren't leaving my side.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
that's
I
your
would've-
baby.
I would have spent the night, but no, they all went home and let him love Anna. It was so weird to see in like real life. It was just like,
If you've taken the time out of your life to read the books,
which you probably haven't because you're not me. When he's like, I'll make you come, I'm just like, no, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
you're gonna try for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, and then
And
you're
then when
gonna
we realize you're absolutely
Oh my
horrible
God.
at it, we're going to then be like, oh my
fake
God,
it and
fake
then
it.
just like
and
try
then
to
he's
get out
gonna
of
be
it.
like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
Yes, I
and
know
it's
you,
just
baby.
like, yeah, it's just like gross. It's like, and then
I
like,
might kill myself.
and I was like, she's just so lucky, and she's just wishy-washy. He has all the money, and he makes you come.
Was like, take care of her. Fuck
And
her,
I get
feed
it,
her,
you're an
give her
independent
money.
woman. I get it. You know, single ladies, like I get it. But like,
This isn't real. This was made out of the like crazy mind of like some batshit bananas, blobbity blue, 50 blobbity blue year old Australian woman who like self-published these books and became a multimillionaire when they are probably the worst books written ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Why don't we end this video?
yeah, it's like 22 minutes at this
You're
point.
editing this.
Okay, guys. So, did you see it? You didn't. What did you think? You know how to comment.
Having said that, will we watch the third one when it comes out?
Absolutely. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a fantastic day. Bye.